Legendary investor and former Rick Santorum backer, Foster Friess. Foster, good to see you. Is this just sort of politics? I mean, occasionally you wind up with people that are maybe or have been previously on opposite side of things?
Well, God blessed me with a fair amount of success, Trish, because one of the things I did was I didn't place so much emphasis on people's past or where they are today, but what they can become. And I look at Donald Trump and even Mike Pence. They had enormous potential to grow as people. We're all growing. I was at Muhammad Ali's memorial service, and we think when he was a young man, he made a lot of white, racist type comments. But now I was able to be there as a born-again Christian white guy, and then you had Billy Crystal as an Orthodox Jew, and so he came together and became a very universally respected figure. So I think this is exciting to see what these men will become.
You mentioned this. You say we're all growing. Do you think that Donald Trump needs to grow some more?
Well, don't we all? I mean, I think. What was that?
I think you're okay. I think you're okay.
Yes, we all need to grow, and I think Donald Trump has enormous capacity with Mike Pence's influence to become a little more measured. Because when he said about banning Muslims, Ted Cruz the next day said the exact same thing, but he said it this way: we should not allow any immigrants from any country where ISIS is active, which is basically most of the Muslim countries.
So is it just, it's not what you say, how you say it more so? And Pence will help him in that department in your view?
For instance, John Kerry was talking about the San Bernardino tragedy and said, well, at least in the Charlie Hebdo, where they put a newspaper out with a defaming picture of Muhammad, at least there it was legitimate. Well, he didn't mean it was legitimate. He meant there was a catalyst where people could understand it, and he immediately corrected himself. So I think all of us say things that are sometimes...
You've always liked Trump, though. I mean, even when you were supporting Santorum, you said to me, I remember, I'm very encouraged by Donald Trump. And you said this at a time when many in the Republican Party were coming down quite hard on him.
Well, you looked at his vision for America. First of all, I love underdogs, and to a certain extent, he is an underdog in much sense. And he loves America, and we need that so desperately for our country, to have a joy of what we've been able to achieve in this country, where here we have an 80% white population, we elect a black president. That's pretty exciting. Yeah. And so I think we have a long way to go on race relations and many other things, but we as a nation are growing. And so I think each of us, you and I and everybody, have to be committed to growth. Waking up each morning, how can I be more loving, more kind, more serving? I heard a reporter ask that men seem to get more power when they get older and women don't. But what we ought to seek is not power, but the ability to serve as we get older.
Foster, good to see you.
Nice to see you, Chris.
Thank you. All right.
Bye-bye.
When we come back, we're going to talk